Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Giabzo. In this video we are going to be designing this flyer or a banner. It was printed as a banner, but you can also use it as your flyer, and we are going to be doing this in Photoshop Cc2020. If you have lower versions or even the 2021, you can still work along. So without talking much, let's get started. If you are new here, kindly hit on the subscribe button to subscribe. It's free of charge, and the notification icon so you'll be notified whenever I release a new video. So the first thing you do is to create a new file. And a new file, we are going to use the measurement in inches, change the size to 10 by 10. So it's going to be in a square. It's not going to be an artboard. And resolution, we are going to make it 200. For a flyer, resolution doesn't matter that much, so you can adjust the way you want. But if it's printing, higher resolution counts. So create, and we have our flyer down here. So the first thing we'll do is to pick. So we have the resources all here. So the first thing we'll pick in the top image, pull it to the top. Then we'll bring in our squares, our circles. So with a circle, you go to rectangular to shape tool, then click on the ellipse tool. And to get a perfect circle, what you do is you click on shift and you drag, and you have a very good circle. Then you change the color to white. Then we'll take it up, and we want them 4 of them. So what you do is you click on alt, drag and click shift. So alt first before you drag, and click shift. So look at it, alt, you see the sign change. You drag and click shift to keep it. The shift is to keep it in a good order. So as you can see, the 4, I've created 4 of them. So in order not to select the others, what I'll do is I'll come here, click on this, the last one, move down to the first one, and click with the shift key held, then click it so that I can adjust them very well. So they are adjusted here. Let me decrease the sizes, the spacing between them. So I can select everything, distribute the horizontal. So with the move tool selected, you can find the distribute over here, and you distribute them very well and readjust them. With the 4 of them being selected, you can adjust them to fit your taste. So they are right there in the middle. We'll bring in a rectangle that is going to cover the base. So this one is going to be on top of the first kebab picture there. So now I'll put it. So you click on the kebab and you draw it nicely here. And with the color, we are going to be using purple or violet, whichever way you call it. But you can also use your own color, and I advise that as you are doing it, do it in your own color and send it to me. So this is it. I'll readjust it, and we have it right there. So we'll now bring in our images. The first one, you click on a circle and go and bring in the image that's going to be there. So I have our sausage. You drag it over it and readjust it downwards to fit. So when you adjust it and reach there, what you do is you right click on it and clipping mask. So first thing is that it should be on top of the layer in which you want to clip and mask it. So when you do that, it sets in perfectly. You go to the next one and bring in the image. So I'll leave the resources there for you to download. I'll leave it in the description below, so you check out for the link to download them for your own practice. So you adjust them. So you can also select them and try to center it. It will really help you. So with this, I can clip in my image and you have it right there. You can adjust it as much as you want. Adjustment will just go in there. And the third one, I'll reduce the images that are there in the picture so that I will save a lot of time here. So we have the cow, and with this place I would like to zoom in to make it easier. So you click on shift space and you draw this line across where you want to zoom in and have it right there. So I just adjust it, clip the cow inside, cow inside, pick the meat. So with this one being bigger, what you do is you click on Ctrl+0 to fit to screen and I have it adjusted here. I also clip it in. So you can clip as many as you can into a shape. Now bring in the third one. And as I said, I'm not going to put all the images there because that place I kept a lot of images there, and that will only delay our time here. As far as you get the concept, that is it, and we are good to go. So with this, you also clip it inside. And to make your work easier and not confusing, what you do is with each group, each thing, you try and group them. So the first one will group them, so you select both of them and right click on them and come to group from layers. You name the group. So let's say, okay, group 1 is sausage. We have the second one. You also group it and you name it. And there's also a shortcut to do it. So with this one, I'll select all of them, click on the last one and click on the first one also with the shift key pressed, and you click Ctrl+G to group it, and you can edit the name from here. So we'll now go to the last one and I'll drag in the images. I've already worked on them, so I'll leave them there for you. So this image, it has white on it and I would like to remove it. So to remove it, you go to eraser tool, and with the magic eraser being selected, you can click on it and they will tell that you have to rasterize it before you can use it, or you can edit it. So I'll just click OK, click, and at a click the white is all gone. So that's the eraser tool there I've just used. So for your learning, so I'll click on the hen and first clip it in, click on the gizzards and also clip it in. Let me add one of those images there. I think from here we are good to go. So you group them. So let me just use gizzard as a name here. But note, you can use a name twice. So I could have used chicken as well here. So it doesn't matter the name. It's not name responsive, as in you cannot name two groups with the same name. That doesn't work here. So I'll draw a rectangle up here. Adjust it a little bit. And in order to put it right in the middle, what you do is, with this selected, you click Ctrl+A to also select the whole canvas. And you come up here and you place it right in the middle. So I have it in the middle. I can also place it at the top. So to deselect, you click Shift deselect, and you have your image there. So I'll change the color to white. And I'll have another one down there, so I'll just duplicate it by clicking on Alt and dragging it down, Alt and Shift and dragging it down. Then I'll just resize it. So to resize it, you click on Shift and Alt so that it will drag out and have it right there. So I'll just lock them by clicking on Control / or just come to the layers panel and click lock. Likewise to this one too, I'll lock it. And let me do well to also lock my groups for now. Locking them means that you cannot edit them. To make my work a bit easier. So it's now left with the text, which I've already kept down here. So I'll just select this, copy. To activate the text tool, you click on Shift. Click on T, and I'll paste the text. The color is this, so I'll use the color picker and select it. My font here is Arial Rounded. It's an inbuilt font, so you will have it with you. Increase the font. Okay, so this is good. We'll come down here, add other details. And it's also good here. So I'll select Sergio. So Sergio script is the font I'm using there. So let me just complete my spelling. And I'll reduce the font size. And likewise for the next one. And that is it for those texts. I'll now add the location. And that also takes the other font. In as much as you do your design, try not to use plenty fonts to confuse your viewers. Use simple fonts and at most 4 fonts, depending on what you are doing. You shouldn't put plenty fonts there. It's not advisable that you do so. I also copy the number in. I'll select the 2 of them and adjust them well. I have my icons already prepared, so I'll just pick them in. The first one, you realize that the color is far different from what we are doing. So what you do is just click here, you click on this icon, select color, and you pick out the gradient, the color we were using, then clip it in. So I can erase, select, and get the original color. So after clicking, you merge them, merge layers, and that is our shape down there. The shortcut for merging is Control E. So realize that they are not looking very nice in terms of spacing. So I adjust them, select the four of them and distribute it horizontally, and the spacing is out. And finally, the image, which is optional, I'll go and fetch it in. So the image is optional, that one is for sure optional. So it depends on your choice. And hola, we have our design ready and perfect. To save it, you go to File, Save, and you type in the name. Be sure to navigate to whichever place you are working with. Okay, so the name, and you save it. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you really liked it, do well to hit on the subscribe button to subscribe. I know it was useful, and I know you've learned a lot of things. We learned how to use clipping marks, how to select colors, how to change fonts, and how to do a lot of things through this flyer. So to export it or save it as a picture, you use the same method, but in this case you change the save as type to JPEG, that's JPEG. That's the most common one you'll find. And on this place you have different options, like to change the size of the lesson. So we're using preview. This is the file size I'm going to gain afterwards. If I reduce it, I'm reducing the quality of it to gain lesser size. So click OK, and you have it there. You can find it here. So that's it for this video. See you in my next video, but till then you've got to subscribe so that you get the notification. Bye bye.